I'm checking back in on my brackets for the March Madness video that I did when the March Madness brackets first came out. So let's check back in on it. So this was my first picks. These were the picks that I was like certain on. Like I thought these teams would win. So I had Duke over Siena, obviously. TCU over Ohio State, feel good about that one. Obviously these two games. I had USF over South Louisville, so I changed it last minute, knowing that Michael Brown wasn't playing. And obviously Louisville was up by a lot in that game. South Florida almost came back, but that one's okay. Feel too bad about that. And then I got the rest of the games in that region right. And then I had Florida. Um, Rest of these games were good. I had VCU for a while, but then I switched over to UNC just because UNC was doing fine without Caleb Wilson, but they blew it at the end of that game. And then over here I had Santa Clara over in Kentucky. I just didn't think Kentucky was that good. No, I was kind of right, but whatever. And then Akron over Texas Tech. I should have known that Akron was just not that good. And then St. Louis over Georgia, where I did not trust St. Louis, where I thought they were just as good as Miami, Ohio. I thought they had the Miami, Ohio hype. Little did I know their shooting and their rebounding is elite. Missouri over Miami. Missouri just played terrible. Nothing I can do about that. Miami was not very good. I should have known, bro. BYU has not looked good recently. Not been the best team to watch. DeBon's has kind of been carrying a lot of the workload. I should have known that they weren't gonna. I mean, I probably would have picked them over Texas. Still, I probably would not have picked them to beat Gonzaga, but it wouldn't have mattered either way, really. And then, Wisconsin over High Point was never gonna get that one. I was never gonna get High Point. And then for my second round matchups, this one obviously very close. Could have gone either way. Obviously, came down to a buzzer beater here. I did have UCLA over UConn. I think UCLA just did not play very well. I thought they were on a hot streak, and I didn't think UConn was very good, but that's okay. And then I had Florida over Iowa, obviously. But you know what? It's fine because I did have Florida losing next round, so I'm not too mad about this one. And obviously, no one's gonna get that one. And then Vandy over Nebraska, whatever, man. Another very close matchup. Um, UVA over Tennessee again. I feel like that was one of those ones where like I think a lot of people were kind of like UVA in this one because I mean Tennessee's good and all, but also Virginia is the same team that almost just beat Duke in that ACC championship, and their defense looks elite. Their shot blocking is insane. And then BYU over Gonzaga, obviously not the best pick in the world. So then honestly looking at it, not terrible. Now having Vanderbilt in my Final Four, um, that hurts obviously. Having BYU to beat Gonzaga and Texas obviously hurts. But besides that, this bracket honestly isn't even that bad. Like I'm not complaining, man. It wasn't even that bad. So now I'm gonna find the other brackets I did. So was this the one where I picked all the higher seeds? I believe this was the one where I picked all the higher seeds. Looks to be that way. Yes. Okay, this is the bracket where I picked all the higher seeds. So yeah, as I suspected, this one's doing pretty well. I said this one would be the best one of my brackets, and honestly, it's probably right about that. So the Ohio State TCU one. Yeah, so obviously Florida hurts because I had them in the Final Four here. Obviously that one hurts. Not having Iowa, to even win one game, that also hurts. St. Mary's, yeah, yikes. I mean, this isn't terrible. It's not bad. I think I should be fine. Yeah, this bracket should fare out well. Okay, next bracket. Let's see here. Logo bracket. Here we go. Ooh, so this bracket did not turn out very well, did it now? Oh, yikes. Oof. This might have just been iconic logos, actually. Wait a minute. Is this the right bracket that I want to check out? Wait a second. Did I have another one where I had Florida winning? Because if I had another one where Florida's winning. Okay, it must have been this one. Yes, this must have been the one I wanted to look at. But then why did I have BYU over Texas? I don't know, man. Anyways, this is just, I guess this was the logo bracket. I don't remember. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but this looks like it was my logo bracket. So obviously it's not doing very well, sadly. Wasn't expecting it to do great. Hey, I mean, I still have Yukon left in here. Yukon's still alive, and uh, that's about it. Yeah, I only have one team left. Oh, yikes. Yeah, this bracket's not doing too well. And then we have my all underdogs bracket. So this bracket is in the bottom 4% of all brackets. I can't get any more points. I'm done. That's rough. So I did get a few games right in the first round. And I did not get a single second round game right. Yeah, yikes. Well, yeah, I had no chance. I don't think I actually had a chance. No, I had no chance of getting any of these games right. So after the first round, I was already cooked. Yeah, I was already cooked after the first round. I had already reached all my max points after the first round. Yikes. Great. So yeah, that's the checkup on my brackets. I'm honestly like obviously the max points in that all favorited bracket is pretty close to the max points in my actual bracket. Obviously stinks that Vanderbilt got cooked there, but you know what, man? I'm not too mad at my brackets this year. They're not great, but they're also not terrible. This bracket, on the other hand, is well, I wasn't trying to do good on this one, but I mean, look, I can't, I seriously couldn't get any points in this round of 32. Oh God. Great. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be checking in after the Sweet 16. How many points will we score in the championship one? I forgot I did that. So yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll check back in after the Sweet 16. And also we are posting every single day for our NBA 2K March Madness 1v1 tournament if you want to check that out. So yeah, guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.